Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Lauren. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm a little bit under the weather, so apologies if my throat plays up. So today I'm doing a video, as you've seen in the title, about my tattoo apprenticeship and how to make your portfolio really good and someone that would want to hire you. So I'll go bit by bit of like how I got into wanting to tattoo, but also what people would expect from tattoo ideas and also your sketchbook. So if you want to know more, please keep on watching. Okay, so for me, when I thought about doing tattooing, I graduated in a creative field. I did animation for my degree, so I was contemplating whether to try and stick it out and do something that's in the animation field, like illustration or maybe storyboard artist, colouring artist, I don't know. But because the field in London is so competitive, it's just so hard to kind of get your foot in the door. And also you have to kind of start as an internship, and then there's maybe like 3 to 6 months, and then you've got to try and find a real position. And it's a lot about experience. When you first graduated, it's kind of like, I just want to get cracking on and get into the role, but you have to kind of build up your portfolio, and it's a lot of time. So for me, I was like, I love illustration, I want to be able to create things of my own and people love them. And with animation and that kind of sector of industry, it's really hard to create your own work. It's more other people's, and if they like your style, then that's great, but it's more than likely you'll be drawing for somebody else. It's never the other way around, unfortunately. And for me, I wanted to create illustrations that everyone can enjoy, but also that I can put on somebody's body. Since getting tattoos myself, I love the concept, I loved the environment there as well. So for me, I've now got 12 tattoos and I'm just like, I want more still. I still want tons of more left to go. And my mum just has mini heart attacks as soon as I mention anything about tattoos, so sorry mum, it's okay, I'll be good. So for me, when it came to applying for apprenticeships and in turn kind of roles for tattooing, I just built up my portfolio. The first thing I wanted to do was just show my style. I'll obviously do a video of all the pictures that I've done so you can kind of get inspo and stuff like that. It's always important to kind of understand and reference what you can do and what you like about the style and add on to it as well. Like there's nothing wrong with liking somebody else's art and wanting to follow in that same style. If you can elaborate and make it your own, then that's wonderful. Like, go ahead. If you're inspired by somebody else, like I'd love to know that someone's inspired by my drawings and wants to create something similar. Like, it's more flattery in my eyes than anything negative. So I built up my portfolio. That took me about a month, just so I could like plan out and cut everything into certain positions and how the aesthetic of it basically. And obviously getting tattoos, I knew what kind of procedures people have to do. I just don't know how to use the machinery to create the tattoos. I know obviously how you can create things on Photoshop and Illustrator, but it's more the practical side of getting things done on the body. So I've still got a lot to learn. I've only had 2 shifts so far in my apprenticeship, but I'm loving it so far. I get to kind of clean and understand how to take care of a tattoo studio, but also I get to decorate inside the store too. I've been painting really cool like doodles on the walls, and it's all like gross and skater type. Is amazing, and I really love the people that are in there. They're really genuine, and it's quite interesting how people come into the store and they don't know what to expect, because many times people have come up to me while I've been working already and saying that, oh, tattoo parlours are quite intimidating, there can be people in there that look too scary. And I'm just like, well, that's because you've already made a false judgment of somebody. You haven't even got to ask how they are and everything and what's the day looking like. It's just, you're judging someone from an outer shell persona, and when someone comes in the store and sees me, I'm just like, hi. I feel like it's kind of a contrast in our shop as well, because I have another colleague, she's lovely, and she's kind of in the same niche as me, like how we look, how we dress, curly hair, that sort of thing. But for me, whenever you want to get a tattoo, don't just judge people by the way that they look in the store, because 9 times out of 10 they're really lovely people, and it's just you're not seeing something that you usually see all the time, so it seems a bit more intense and like, oh my goodness, like, do I want to approach this person? But go ahead. Usually 9 times out of 10 they're the most kind and genuine people, and they want the best tattoos for your body, so they're not just there to take your money, they want to make good art for your body, so think about that. Okay, next thing, kind of plan out locations wise where you want to go to, because for me, I didn't mind going into London because I live in Hertfordshire, so it's not like it's the biggest trek for me to get public transport. But you got to remember, with basically apprenticeships, you're not going to be getting paid much, so if you want to get part-time work, that would be the best thing. That's what I'm doing part-time work, so I can get money on the side but also get a little bit while I am working as an apprenticeship. It's not as much as like a normal minimum wage, but it's something, you know. My boss really appreciates the fact that you kind of have to earn your skills instead of just giving your money like a normal minimum wage, because that won't show your efforts and hard work, which I completely understand. That makes more sense than anything to me. So more importantly, remember, if you're going to have to travel, you have to compensate for that. So usually apprentices don't really cover much of a travel fee, especially if it takes about £300 a month out of your wages. So consider locations. I would definitely recommend that. But if you have the money to go in and work part-time, or not even work part-time, just do the apprenticeship, by all means go ahead if you have the financial stability to do this, because there's no shaming in that. And well, I would say when it comes to being interviewed face to face, when you show your portfolio, would be yourself, try and interact, ask as many questions as you feel applicable, how your learning stages will go throughout the year or 2 years, how long your apprenticeship is. Mine's a year, but I was just asking like how the progress will happen for me and how staggered out everything will be for me. And he said it's going to be a nice gradual process. So sometimes they do that, sometimes they want to kind of make you learn as soon as you get in what the machine gun does and everything. So it's each to their own when it comes to the boss of people, you know. So for me, I'm taking it slow, which I don't mind. I'd rather soak it up gradually like a sponge, and then make sure that I'm comfortable and confident enough that I can do that on a human being. But I'm more than excited getting to tattoo pig skins, hopefully, or anything that's like a replica of skin. So I can't wait. I'm already having so many supportive friends telling me that they want tattoo designs from me and that they want to go to me for getting tattoos. So I appreciate all the love my friends and family give me as well, so more than happy. And if your parents are really against tattoos and you're working in a tattoo place, don't worry, just explain that it's something that you're really passionate about. If it makes you happy, it's your life. You can't let somebody else control what you're doing. That's the most key important thing. My mum, when I told her, she was more than happy, to be fair. She was like, at least it's in a creative field and you're doing something that you want to do, which is the most important thing. And I'm like, yeah, of course. And obviously at my tattoo parlour, because I work there, I get free tattoos. So my mum was like, oh my god, like, you're gonna come home covered. But for me, I think that's probably more of a advantage, because that makes me want to plan and think thoroughly what I want to be placing on my body instead of just getting anything slapped on. But oh yeah, oh my god, as well, I get to show you my new tattoos that I've been getting. So the first one, I've got a cover up because I had the word breathe on my arm. So because my mum was like, it's a bit slapped on like a sticker, and I'm just like, yeah, that's fair enough. Like, obviously you can build upon it. So I said to her, look, what if I do something around it. So I still see the word, but other people, when they first look at it, they won't ever see the word. And she's like, okay, fine. So this is what I created so far. It's, oh my goodness, that sun. There we go. Hold on, sunshine, can you not? I'll zoom in for you guys, but this is the piece. It's a cherry blossom, but if you can still see, it does say the word breathe. Let me try and get up really close. So like there's like the B-R-E-A-T-H-E. So that's that one. And I got this one done by my friend Holly. She is now, why is the sun doing this to me? There we go. I got a Japanese fox with flowers. Sunshine, please. Like, it's lovely that you're doing this, but can you not? And I got a, what else did I get? I'm trying to figure out what I last got when I last saw it, you guys. I think I didn't have this one as well. I didn't have the rose here. This was a lovely one as well. I got this, and the money that I spent for this went to someone's breast cancer treatment. So I felt like it was a lovely thing as well, and it's just a sentimental thing. Like, I've helped someone like get the fundings to get cancer treatment, so it's just a nice happy thing. And I got my thigh piece. I will show you that as well, so can't wait for that. Okay, so this is my thigh piece that I got done. It is a cat skull from the top of my hip going down towards just the mid half of my thigh. And I absolutely love it. I'm planning to get, hopefully in the future, a jaguar or a leopard on my other side of the thigh, because my granddad had a leopard on his thigh before he passed away, and I want to kind of do the same thing. But yeah, it's pretty, isn't it? Okay guys, this is my portfolio I'll be showing you, and these are the kind of styles that got me my apprenticeship. By the way, I didn't get it literally straight away. I got it in the sense that I applied for loads of things online because everywhere was in London, so it'll be a trek for me to go all the way out there, going one by store. It's not financially reasonable to do that, so I emailed them all and I showed them the pieces. But then luckily I had one that was local to me and I got it straight away, so it was like a waiting progress of about a week, sending everyone around. And then luckily on Big Tattoo Planet, I'll link it in the description below for you, that tells you when the most recent apprenticeships and that come through and what you can do to improve your portfolio before you go to ask for an apprenticeship. And 9 times out of 10 for me, it was the fact that they already had an apprentice, but they loved the work and they just couldn't have anybody on at the time, which is like unfortunate, but luckily because things all happen for a reason and I've got the great position that I'm at now. So this is the first design here. I wanted to show my kind of skills of colour and what I can understand that goes and flatters a piece. So I did 2 different designs of the same kind of woman face. One kind of more like old school looking tattoo, but in my own design. And then the other one's kind of like a watercolour sense. So this is the first one. And then I got into the ideas of like trying the Japanese style. So I got No Face from Spirited Away, a geisha girl, but adding my own little spins to this, a dagger, and trying to use red and blacks and greys to kind of make things pop. So I like the idea of making it look 3D in a way. So that's the red coloury style. Then I have my kind of lines that I feel like are really pretty and wanted to kind of enhance. This is the style I'll be going for, like crispy black lines are like my go-to thing now. And I'm already getting people asking me to get these done on them, and I'm like, sorry, I can't tattoo you for another good like 6 to 8 months, I'm sorry. And then have more line work here. So it's just kind of placing things together that you'd feel would look flattering and cutting them out, making them look pretty. Don't just like do half-assed pieces. That's so important. Don't make your images all scruffy and lines. Make sure that you can get the finest detail in the lining as possible. So like stuff like this, you have to really make sure that it's all connected. And here's another piece where I'm showing like my colour schemes and what I know is right that flatters the eye when you do tattoos for colour. Yeah, I think for like a first time portfolio this was good. So obviously I can apply more and I can show like old school style, like work on different type of styles, but so far my boss really liked it and said that I can work and improve my portfolio while I'm there, so all is good. So I've got more shading styles, about depth as well, different textures, also another little watercolour that I love, and my favourites here, my B. I've had so many people asking me to get this tattooed and they want this piece on them, so it's just like now I get to plan and earn commission making the designs, let alone getting to tattoo in the future about these designs. So it's all just really positive, and just if you are feeling defeated by not getting apprenticeships, don't. Still look for part-time work, but also focus on your portfolio and just draw every day. That's what I did. I forced myself to be creative and make all these different designs. So these are some of the other line works that I love to do. I've already created some new ones, but I've left them at work, and drawing mandala like under boob designs. So it's all going well so far for me. But like I said, don't think negatively about your artwork. Someone will think it is unique and they'll want that in their studio. So keep going at it, but make sure detail is everything and that it's not messy, it's not grubby, things are clean. Erase all the pencil lines if you do. And even if you draw everything in pencil first, then get maybe like a light box or use something to then go over via pen on a different page, so you can make sure that everything is crisp. That's another good thing to do. That's what I've been working on at the tattoo parlour, because they have a light box there, and luckily it reminds me a lot of when I did animation, so it helps you make crisp lines. That's all I can preach to you guys. Make it all crisp, make it all clean, and also showing a little bit of like line work there, because even though I'm going to focus mainly on dot work, I think it's really important that you can show all your skills of line, because people will want to have line work as well on them when it comes to shading. So these are some other ideas that I've made that I really love. But yeah, it's just placing everything that you think that looks flattering and it makes sense, you know. And here's some other designs I made from Gravity Falls. These are some of my favourites, like Schmebulock there, Bill Cipher, the signs, 8-ball that's on top of Stan's walking stick, so, and Waddles obviously, what a cutie. But yeah, like I said, like you get inspired by a different artist and you want to create different things, and this is just it really. There's no harm, I don't think, when it comes to it, as long as you acknowledge that you can create something and it's different. That's the important part. And then obviously smack bang, put your best pieces at the end and the beginning. So mine is Maleficent. And funnily enough, when my boss was going through it, he's like, wow, this is really good. So it's like, start with a really nice and pretty piece that shows off your work, and then put your best ever piece at the end, so it rounds it up. So it's like all the fillers, and then at the end I just put a little like design of me saying like thanks for looking, and that's it. So kind of start with faces colour and then end with faces colour. That's like my honest like go-to thing. But yeah, like if you guys want to know anything else as well, please ask in the questions and I'm more than happy to help you guys. Cool, that sun is bright today, oh my goodness, and my hair is going a bit crazy. But yeah, what I wore for my interview apprentice thing was cute little black culottes, and see, my throat is going crazy. Cute black culottes, a white blousey short sleeve that had like a little piece here showing my chest piece, and just some plain black shoes and a denim jacket, and that was fine for me. They're not asking you to like dress really corporate or formally. Just show your style and they'll love that, because you have to kind of vibe with where you're working. So it's kind of, they have an aesthetic usually and that's it, but the outfits that you can wear at work are so nice. You can just wear whatever you want and it's great. Like obviously heels aren't appropriate, but like I get to wear just Vans trainers and just baggy jumpers. Like yesterday I wore mum jeans and a Mickey Mouse jump from like the 90s with some Vans. It was great. But like before, in my previous role, I was in a very corporate surrounding environment and I had to cover every single piece of imagery that's on my body. So you can imagine how frustrating and time consuming that is to find outfits that cover up. And it's getting warmer now in England, so I was like sweating on the tubes and the trains and I'm just like, oh my god. Luckily it's all aircon inside, but it was still like, how would I cope in the summer? And I was like, oh my goodness, because literally they are all over my body. So and on my legs, so I'd have to put plasters on my ankles so no one could see, so I could wear kind of quarter length trousers. Like it was really making me sad that I couldn't show my artwork on me, because it's nothing offensive. Like I don't think that would offend anyone. Obviously people have different views on tattoos, so I can't stop them from feeling that way, and obviously I'll be working with them, so it's out of respect for them, because that's what you kind of assume is your fate when you get tattoos. You have to oblige by everyone else, and I think that's unfair in a way, because why do I have to cover up my pretty pictures on my body when you can just show everything about you, that just because you haven't got tattoos? I get it's literally stigmatism back to years ago when it was gang affiliated, and now time's changing, but it's still it's more of the fact that people will see you in a different way, and I think that's really bad. Like my strong work ethic and responsibility is not based on these pictures on my body to tell me that I'm not good enough, you know. It's all about how I feel I want to commit properly and professionally in my position. If I don't have tattoos, that's still irrelevant. Like it's just because if I have these, that makes me a different type of person, and it's not the case. I'm just a normal girl that likes to have creative things on my body. Like from here, if you just saw me, you would not think anything of me, but then if I was like, oh, everything shows, and it's like, I love them. I love tattoos more than anything, and I think they're such an expressive way of showing who you are as an individual, and you are a personal sketchbook to somebody. And if people don't like tattoos and don't want to have tattoos or don't have them yet, it's fine. Like I don't really care. So many of my friends don't have tattoos, but I have more friends that do have tattoos, so I'm in a generation where it's kind of normal now to have them, and if you don't, it's kind of like, oh, okay, that's fair, like fair enough. But then some people just don't want them and they're scared of the pain, or they don't know what the pain is like. So yeah, that is everything I think you guys need to know so far, and I can update you how my apprenticeship's going and what I've been drawing and everything like that. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe if you want to, if you like my channel and you want to know more about being a tattooer or an apprentice being at a tattoo parlor, or if you want to see more of my designs. I'm more than happy to do maybe time lapses of me drawing. So whatever you want to see, I'll create for you guys. So I'm going to create more videos this time because I have more time management and I won't be doing month to 2 month uploads for you all. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.